Instagram. Okay. I'm gonna cut the light on. There we go. I really wanted it off, but it's okay. Welcome into our Lovelies Running It Back. Peace and wellness. Hey, y'all. Hey, hey. Hey, baby. How are y'all? Peace, Mystique, Miss Carolyn, Lisa. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. Okay. Y'all, I don't normally wear this style of the facelet, but I was kind of feeling it tonight. Peace, Graffiti. Crystal said, how was my day? My day was well. Thank you for asking. How was yours? Peace, Genuine. Taekwon. Wagwan. Peace, Nino. Hey, hey. Y'all stroll on in. Today day. I love y'all so much. I look forward to this space. I do. I was talking to my mom earlier, and she was like, girl, you be having me weak. You so silly. I told her, I was like, I love this space. I do. Can I get an amen? If you love this space, leave an ashe and amen, some hearts. Let me know if it's just me. Peace. Miss Carolyn said a lot of purging this week. Nice. So as we purge, we want to make sure that we pour into ourselves to fill that emptiness, right? Pour into ourselves things that do serve as we pour out what no longer serves. Like Mystique said, the faceless haven't aligned yet for me. I don't know how they look. Okay, you'll know. You'll know. When you know, you know. But they there waiting for you. Ashe, I see y'all Ashes. Your day was long, but you made it, Ashe. Graffiti said we on divine time tonight. Right, we're not running divine. We are on divine time. For sure, y'all. So Brother Lagos will not be joining us tonight. And I was very intentional. I'm like, let me show up. Let me show up. Y'all know I'm not going to talk too fast. I ain't going to talk too much. I'm just shut up right there because y'all know how we do. But we here. So he said, no. I said, I don't like how they look. Oh, you said, I don't like how they look. Okay. Got you. I feel you. It's an energetic thing for sure. So maybe it's just not for you, or maybe you have to grow into it. But they're there whenever you want to play with them again. Ashe. So let's go ahead and get started at 8:18. I mean, welcome in, baby boos, to the Crystaline Mars show. I am your co-host, Mrs. Dublé Jones. I am the lady with the stones to come here and to leave us alone. And I'm a spiritual guide to assist you in this life in any way that I can. If you need a helping hand, meet us here on Sunday, this upcoming Sunday on the 25th for our first virtual Sacred Circle. I renamed it, y'all, because we got to keep it simple, because I got to be able to remember it to say it, right? So our first virtual group Sacred Circle, you are invited, whether you are masculine or feminine. That is a space where we will share intimately, and we will grow, build, and remember who we are in that space. So I invite y'all, if you would like to claim your spot, head over to the website, crystalinemars.com, and you will see it in the personal services box, in the personal service tab. Thank you all for the orders that you all have been placing. Thank you all for, I feel really lioness. Like I don't know if it's this and the colors, but I swear, every time I look at me, I see Sekhmet right now. Like I see a fucking lion. I see a fucking lion. Damn. But so yes, thank you all to all of you who have been booking, who has been sending love offerings in, placing your orders. Y'all, I'm excited. To those of you who have been getting your orders, we have been rebranding. And so we have like new packaging. And so it's been really exciting, like really bundling up your packages in the cute little boxes with all of the crinkles and things. And yeah, so that's what we have. If y'all would like a reading tonight, send in your love offerings. I will conduct those first come, first serve, okay? And it's $15 minimum. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the actual show. Let me take a little sip drip. Graffiti said, love the safari tonight. Thank you. He said, yeah, that's it. Yeah, thank you. Genuine said, the colors on you tonight are beautiful. They have a very strong energy to them. For sure, thank you. I feel it. I really feel it. Ashe, hold on. All right. So the message of the day. The message of the day is your energy is sacred. This is a midweek check-in. It's time for our midweek reset. So remember, not everything deserves a response. Not everything deserves a reaction. Not everybody deserves access to all parts of you. And when I channeled that part of the message, I saw someone entering your home, right? Some people don't deserve access at all. Like you got to stay on the other side of the door. You know what? You can't even pull up on me. You don't even know where I'm gonna be at, right? But then there may be some people who do enter your home. Not everybody's gonna get a tour. Some people only get the first floor. And then some people don't even get the whole first floor. They just get the damn front door to the living room and the bathroom if they got to go there. They're not going in the kitchen. They're not going in the backyard. They're not going in the guest game room. But then there are some people who may go upstairs, right? And they may have access to your spare bedroom, your spare bathroom, but they may not have access to your bedroom. And so I want you to look at your, I want us to really like compartmentalize, y'all know what I'm trying to say, your energy. Because we like to just leave it as not everybody deserves access. Not everybody deserves to have access to me. And that is the case for some people. But for some people, they don't have to know everything. Some people don't need to know about your relationship, right? Some people don't need to know about your money, right? Some people don't need to know about your job and what you're working on in the background. Some people may not need to know about what's going on with you emotionally. Some people may not need to know about, you get it? So how can you adjust to this? Don't put everybody in the same bracket. Don't have the same expectations from everybody. Everybody serves their purpose. But are you using them? And when I say using, I don't mean in a way where it's like controlling or it's like just like a selfish way. But are you utilizing? Are you utilizing them as the tool that they are? Are you utilizing them for what they do bring? Right? So, like I said, this is our midweek reset. So let's begin to reclaim our energy, right? I'm not sure how the energy has been for you this week. Even if it's been positive, it's been negative, however you look at it. This is our check-in for us to reclaim our energy and to pour back into our joy, back into our vision, back into ourselves. Ashe? So let our declaration be, my energy is sacred. My energy is sacred. My energy is sacred. All right, so that's what we got, y'all. Miss Carolyn said, you always give such strong segment vibes. Ashe, I am a reincarnation. I am one of her vessels. So, Graffiti said, I am about to send a love offering for a walk with Sekhmet live guided meditation. Ashe, come on. Crystal said, I feel it. Ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and move on today. We're not going to be here all night. We are not going to be here all night. So the daily energy I would be covering is for my favorite day, Dublin Day. It's the 22nd of May. All right. So I did channel to reflect on the 17th. Reflect on the 17th. That's all I got for you with that. This is the day that we definitely want to take action. Okay. The moon enters Aries. And so we're going to be feeling this need to get up, to go, to get it done. Okay. And a lot of us will also be feeling very bold, very refreshed as well. With the moon entering Aries, that may be why we got this message around not everything warrants a response or a reaction, because the moon is in Aries, which is very fiery, right? Also, Aries is the baby of the zodiac. Aries like to poke the bear just for the fun of it. You know, Aries can be also very like me, like babies. They just care about themselves, narcissistic, right? And those are the shadow aspects. But we will also have the lighter aspects, which will be like the passion and the drive and the tenacity and just that focus. Not sure if I said that, but with that, not everything warrants a response or reaction. With the Aries moon, there could be some imbalanced dual energy, right? That may manifest within yourself or outside of yourself. It could be people or a person being argumentative, being very childish, petty, angry. It may not have anything to do with you. It may. So we definitely want to not stoop to the child's level and rise, right? With it being the 22nd, that 22nd represents queen energy. Okay, it represents queen energy. The 11 represents the more masculine king energy, and the 22 is the queen energy. Okay, and also 22 represents that master builder, legacy, visionary. Let's make this shit happen. Okay, and so we want to operate more in that frequency versus the low vibe, doubling that 2 to 4. No, we're gonna rise and let the 4-year-olds act like 4-year-olds, right? And we gonna rise as that 22 queen king energy, right? So we want to dress on purpose. We want to carry ourselves, dress how we want to be addressed, and carry ourselves accordingly in alignment with that version of us that we are desiring to show up as or embody, right? So our channel don't go overboard as well. So we definitely don't want to overexert ourselves with anything that we do. All right. Remember, the sun is officially in Gemini, so it's going to be a lot of movement, but Geminis can also be very flighty, very impulsive. Aries is very impulsive as well. Sometimes Aries, they just do it and think later. And so again, you know, don't overdo it. And let's tap into that very intuitive nature that 22 holds, because that 2 is Cancer energy times 2. So we definitely have a lot of intuition coming through for us as a collective to guide us. There also may be help from a community that surrounds you, whether it's spiritually and or physically. So include those around you. Like, there's going to be so much help, so many epiphanies. I laughed because I was talking to my mom, and while we were talking, I was having downloads, and I shared with her, like, lately when I have my downloads through conversations and things like that, I literally, like, when I'm on the live, I hit the Tibetan bowl to clear the energy out too, but it's also, I can't put my finger on it, but it's also connected to like a download moment for me. So when I get downloads, I usually hit the Tibetan bowl, or if I just feel intuitively that I need to clear it out, I hit the Tibetan bowl, right? Some of you may need to invest in a Tibetan bowl because I keep hitting it now, right? They sell them on Amazon. Some of you have some singing bowls that you need to pull out and wipe the dust off. But I said that to say there's a lot of enlightenment that will come through these conversations that are had in Gemini season. Okay, so we definitely want to make sure that we are open when it comes to the throat chakra as well as the crown chakra. It's not all about you just talking and sharing, but also about you receiving, you being inquisitive, and you may be asking spirit questions. You may be asking questions at the job or whatever, and it's like, okay, now your answers are coming, so be open, and you can still, you know, have your own beliefs or your own thoughts about it, but now you got a little bit more. Take the meat and spit out the bones. That's like gonna be the theme of the month. Okay, so include those people around you because they will help you. All right, again, like, are you utilizing the tools? Are you utilizing the tools? All right, breaking down of the old system. So I do feel this breakdown of a paradigm as well. It is a 9 universal day. 522 plus 2025 equals 18, which equals 9. And that represents the ending and the beginning. So with it being a 22nd and merging it with this universal 9 energy, this is a time for us to build, to take action, to look back at the drawing board and ask ourselves, like, how can I expand? You know, what is my soul calling for me to do now? What is my soul calling for me to learn? What is my soul calling for me to share? What is my soul calling for me to even feel or lean into? All right. So that's the daily energy for May 22nd. The colors for the day are going to be royal purple and indigo. Royal purple and indigo. I got your love offering, graffiti. Ashe. Thank you so much, Crystal. Thank you so much. Welcome in, EJ, the Divine 444, V. Hey, hey. So, I'm not sure what happened with the music. Let me see. That's odd. Why did it just... I don't know. But I cut it back on. All right, so let's see what we got. So, in honor of this Sekhmet energy, and I mean, Sekhmet energy... I mean, she is like that warrior goddess, and tomorrow is a 9-day, and that's connected to her energy. So some of y'all are definitely going to, and Aries, the moon enters Aries, which is ruled by Mars, the planet of war and action and things like that. So there definitely may be a lot of like moving parts on the 22nd. And it's going to be time for you to stand up. Stand up. We have you handled that situation appropriately. Not sure who needed to hear that. Who needed to hear that. Has the energy been thick for y'all? How has it been for y'all? I mean, it's been pretty chill over here. It should be happening, but again, I'm very intentional with how I distribute my energy nowadays. So nothing has been weighing on me. Nothing has really triggered me lately. Look, knock on wood, bitch. But how has it been for y'all? There could be some things that are coming up to the surface to show you where you are, how far you've come, or how much further you need to go. But I'd like to know, how has it been? Pretty chill? Has it been like chaotic? How's it been over this week, like midweek check-in since Sunday? How has it been for y'all? All right, so let's see what we got. We have manifestations coming into fruition. Beautiful. That's why Spirit is like, continue to build, continue to move forward. Even if you're not seeing results right now, we have you've earned this, and we have God's plan. This God's plan, this 2 days energy has been coming out. You said it's been thick for you, especially at work. Yeah, okay. I hate having to go. I'm ready for relief. The Herid Queen said, to be honest, been having some big moments with grief, but it's been overall good. Okay. Guave said this week been chill and contemplative. Okay. All right. So we have God's plan. We did have leave me the fuck alone here. So some of you, 'tis the season to cut that bitch off. No, literally, like, I can't say that because y'all gonna take that shit and run, because some of y'all ready to do that already. Not everything needs to be cut off. Damn. But the negative shit do. The negative shit do. But not even the negative shit either, though, because the negative serves its purpose. Just like a battery, it has a negative and a positive charge, and that is what creates the electricity. So maybe it was some negative energy, some static that, you know, you may need to push through. Okay. Something is not as bad as you think. It's just like you have to fortify yourself. You have to fortify yourself. Some of y'all are tired, like Crystal. Crystal, are some of y'all? And you may dread going to work. You may dread waking up and you're still living with your mom. You may dread having to be a single parent at this time. You may dread these things, but you are here for a reason. A season, maybe two, maybe a motherfucking few. But make it do what it do while you here. Don't let the vibe choose you. Choose your fucking vibe. Shift your perspective. Change the way you look at things. And once you change the way you look at things, that's going to change the way you feel about things. not about only thinking about the positives. It's about acknowledging the negatives, but not letting that stifle you. Learn from the negatives. Instead of being, instead of shutting down, instead of running away, instead of fighting the negative, embrace the negative as a part of life. As a part of life, because it is. It is not always rainbows and sunshines outside. It is dark right now. It is dark right now, so chill. Rest. Rest assured. But when it gets dark, that's when we get shaky, we get scary because, oh man, it's dark outside. I can't really see. That's why you should have your alarm system. Your spiritual guards assigned. That's why you should be doing your spiritual work. Your hygiene should be a thing every day, not waiting until it happens. Not think, you know, like especially in the spiritual community, we like to say, don't think about the negatives. Don't think about the negatives. No. We need to consider that. First off, remember that the negative is always going to be here. Some shit going to always happen at some point in time. And it is us remembering that will help us navigate it when it comes up. What's your code? Randomly last night, I asked the guys, we have a code that he gave me. He was like, if an emergency ever happens and you have to call me or something and you can't talk, this is our code. And he told me this months ago and I forgot it. And last night it just came to my mind to ask him, what's the code? What's the code? Now I prayed that I'm never in that situation where something happens, but I wanted to tell myself, like, it don't even matter because I'll probably be good. I ain't never really been in no situation like that, you know. But my spirit was like, no, what's the code? So what's your code? Like my code when I start the live, I don't do the most. I call forth the OGs. They know who they be because I already holler at them. They know their name. They know their unit name. OGs, what's up? So you may need to have like some little mantra, something simple, something that you resonate with, something that you can remember to call forth that energy when you need it on the spot. But then again, also set yourself up for success, knowing that, hey, shit's sweet right now. Shit's been sweet for a minute, but I know there is some sour here. I know it's some salt coming. So let me go ahead and put my black salt out. Let me go ahead and do my ritual. My spirit led me on a 9th. Tomorrow may be a really beautiful day, a powerful day. Yes. To conduct you a protection ritual. To book you a leave me the fuck alone. To do your cut and clears, my dears. So, let's continue. You said just sent a donation for a reading. Ashe. So I will be closing out the collective reading at 8:45. I'm going to be closing out at 8:45 and then I'll get into the personal readings. Welcome into everybody who has joined us. We have overwhelming love and support, and we have the root chakra. We have leveling up. It's time for you to move all that scary shit. Some of y'all talk a big motherfucking game. Some of y'all talk a good game. And then when it's time for you to walk in that thing, here you go, looking like a damn crab, bitch. Crawling in your shell. Crawling in your fucking shell. Excuse me, knock knock. I thought you was almighty and powerful and shit. I thought you said no weapon formed against you shall prosper. It sure look like it's prospering because where the fuck you at? You done ran in the house, cut the lights off, and you looking out the window. So nobody can see you. Shit. So with this overwhelming love and support, this is confirmation from your spiritual court, reminding you to ground yourself, like we said, with this fortified root chakra energy. Some of you may even need to work on your root chakra, do some root chakra clearing, some root chakra work, right? But we have leveling up. So it's time for you to rise, baby boo. We talked about this 22 energy. And there's no coinkydink why the moon entered Aries on the 22 day. It's time for you to build. It's time for you to build. You may have just been trying to wait or stay and sit back and let the universe do it. Forgetting, even though you remember, but we like to forget when we want to, that you are the universe, right? Don't be trying to exclude yourself now. Let's get active. And you may not know exactly what that looks like, or you may not be able to exactly see that clearly at this moment, but continue to walk towards that energy that's calling. And it's going to become clear, just like, you know, if the further you are away from something, the harder it is for you to see it. But the closer you get, the more clearer it gets. You may not know exactly what your purpose is at this moment, but book your birth chart reading, right? Where is your spirit guiding you? Is it to get you a Bible, or is it to get you a course, right? Is it to invest in some Oracle decks? CrystallineMars.com. Is it to get a reading? Is it to pray? Is it to, hey, pick that up and create that? Is it to, hey, just get up and move that, right? Do that. Then that will lead you to something else. Then that will lead you to something else. And then that will lead you to something else. And you're getting closer and closer. But as long as you continue to stagnate and stay there like, well, I don't know, scratching your head, ain't shit gonna move. Ain't shit gonna move. You said you just bought a women's study Bible. Ashe. So with this leveling up is that adulting. It's time for you to move out of that baby energy, waiting for spirit, waiting for the ancestors, waiting to be picked up, waiting to be saved, waiting to be checked on, waiting to be... Come on. Come on. Know that your support is here, but you got to get up, my dear. You want me to pick you up too? My hand is right here, but you got to extend your hand out. So what help is around you that you are refusing to receive? Right? And I get it with this leveling up. The baby, you want to stay comfortable. I want you to cradle me. I'm crying. I want you to feed me. Get that ass up. You can walk now. And some of y'all already been walking and now you got a lot going on. It's giving like, was anybody else or was it just me? Before you were able to wash dishes or maybe even drive, right? You was like, I can't wait to wash dishes. Because just washing dishes with the bubbles looked fun. I know for me. So I can't wait to wash dishes. You know, I'm 8 years old. I can't wait to wash dishes. Shit, as soon as I had to start washing them hoes, I'm like, oh boy. Right? Then you start driving. You 16, 17, 18, you got your first car, you got your license, you want to go everywhere, hit the streets. Shit, don't ask nobody to run up the street for you now. No, don't let nobody ask you to run up the street. You like, I don't feel like driving down there. And so some of y'all have already accepted some call or you done took on some responsibilities and now y'all like, whoa, you done been in it for a little while and you like, can I go back to when I was 8? Can I go back to before I had to pay bills? Can I go back to before I had this position? Can I go? No, we here now, baby. We here now. We here now. And actually, you can go back. You can go back and let somebody else be in control of you. Let somebody else be your boss. Let somebody else be clocking you. Let somebody else have the power to fire you. Right? Let somebody else have the power to control your emotional state because now you just done gave up on yourself and fortifying yourself. That's up to you, baby boo. So we about to close out with a card from the ancestral deck and we done. Tutskin say, yes, I checked in on my credit today, called the people and submitted some disputes. Adulting, look at you. All right, y'all. You said pressure creates diamonds. It do. It creates diamonds. It creates crystal. But pressure will also crush some shit too. Pressure also crush some shit too. So, you know, that's why it's important that we strengthen ourselves so we don't get crushed. All right. Give me one because it's not 8:45. We got total disruption in reverse. So like we said, reclaim your power, right? Your energy is sacred. And don't let nothing disturb your peace. All right. So that's what we got here. Let me see what the declaration is attached to this card. I do want to see that. And we done. 13. The declaration is, bitch. Hold on, I gotta read this. Tear, and it's card number 13, which adds up to 4. Tomorrow is the 22, which adds up to 4. Tears will be shed. Are you ready to accept change? Because ready or not, here it comes. Let go or be dragged. What are you struggling to hold on to? Ding dong. That old situation is dead. Shift happens. There's a radical change happening within and without you. Ooh, that was a word. It's happening with or without you. So what you about to do? Allow yourself to cleanse the energy from the past and forge ahead. A new beginning starts now. Stop living in the past and hanging on to what was. You are the reason your life is stale. Let it go. The declaration for our closeout is, I am completely open to the sacred magic of change. I am completely open to the sacred magic of change. I am completely open to the sacred magic of change. Ashe. So that concludes our Tarot Tea Time, You and Me time. We got that solar plex energy here, that Sekhmet, let's fucking go energy. That's probably why I'm feeling this, why I wore the colors the way I did and things, because this energy is already here, bitch. But yes, y'all, so I'm now going to go ahead and get into the personals. I believe I do have 2 lovelies in queue. Once I finish them, y'all stay with us. Don't go anywhere because we're going to do a very powerful guided meditation today. And shout outs to Graffiti for sponsoring this meditation. No, seriously, shout outs to Graffiti for sponsoring today's guided meditation. So y'all stay with us, okay? Literally. All right. All right. So Michael said, I walk by 5D and not by 3D. I walk by faith and not by sight. I walk by both, bitch. I walk by both. Okay? Because the physical is just as real as the spiritual. The 3 is just as valuable and real as the 5. Okay, so what do you see in the 3? Shit. All right. So let's see who we have here. All right. So, okay. So Graffiti sent in for the guided meditation. And then I have Rome. Valise. That's a very beautiful name. Valise. Did I say it right? Rome sent in a love offering for 5/21/25. Would you like a general? Would you like a love, career? What kind of reading would you like? Mystique said, as above, so below, as within, so without. Everything is everything. It is. Ashe. They said, thank you, Graffiti. Yes, y'all thank Graffiti because this is a real one that we about to do today. Baby boo, where you at? You say, yes, that's me, my incognito name. I love it. You would like a general? Okay. I got you. You said you missed everything. Ashe, it was a vibe. So, Lovely would like a general. Okay, tarot. This is your first reading? Oh my gosh, yay. Let's see what comes out. Shout out to you for being open to receive, and you're going to get exactly what you need. And thank you for choosing me to be your first. You lost your serenity. I was trying to say like tarot virginity. Get it? Like serenity. Okay, so we have the Hermit in reverse. Okay, beautiful. Yes, we have the Moon. Hold on. We have the Five of Cups. So I just like to show you. I know you may be like, I don't know what the F that is. I just like to show y'all. And that the theme with all of these cards, you see this greenish, bluish. So this is like a teal, heart, throat chakra combination. So you may feel more led to do more throat and heart chakra work. Let me see. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. We have the Justice in reverse. I'm going to get you, Sadil. I'm going to get you. The Page of Cups in reverse. So, Spirit is definitely calling for you to pretty much just get ready for the waves that are here. It does feel like you isolate yourself. And it did what it needed to do when it needed to do it, but you are definitely being called to allow yourself to connect with community. I am not saying you got to tell everybody everything. Remember we just talked about, I don't know if you're here for the message of the day, but everybody don't have to have access to your entire house. But Spirit is calling for you to open the door to your soul tribe. And I do feel like you want this as well. Like you're ready to share space with people, but you just are very particular when it comes to what kind of energy you allow in, which is very wise. But don't let your past relationships and failures and disappointments and betrayals sabotage you out of receiving what's here for you now. It's interesting because it's like your soul is ready, but your ego is like, not quite. So this does not have to only be around community or around relationships. It could be just something that your soul is calling for you to do or create or express, share. But I do feel like your confidence is a little low in this area. Okay. So I do encourage, just off of what I feel, the cards that came out, it's time for you to delve a little deeper and do more connections with your higher self, guided meditations with your higher self. Okay. Sundays are going to be great days to do that, to do your meditations. Saturday and Sundays. Saturday you can work with the shadow aspect of yourself, and Sunday you can work with the light aspects of yourself. Have conversations, and it's just this reassurance that I feel like you need. And that's going to give you the safety that you need. But the safety starts within. The safety starts within, and you have to remind yourself that you got you at the end of the day. There are some people outside of you who got you. There's some people outside of you who got it out for you. But you have to remind yourself, I got me regardless of where I am. And so I'm not going to stay in the house and just continue to isolate myself this way because I'm scared. Okay, you definitely will benefit from this guided meditation that we're about to do as well. The Queen of Wands is like this Sekhmet energy. This is Leo energy, and it's in reverse. So a lot of us who are sharing this space right now, like I said, I love you, Graffiti, and I appreciate you for answering the call, right, and showing up on behalf of the collective, so we can get some shit shaken for us. So that's what I have for you, babe, for you, Seidel. All right, so that's what we got. Masterpiece said fill her in. Yes. There you go. All right, y'all, so Graffiti, go ahead and send in your request. All right, we're going to close out tonight's show with our live guided meditation walk with Sekhmet. And to those of you who don't know who Sekhmet is the Egyptian goddess of war, of chaos, of destruction, of creation, of healing. Okay, She helps when it comes to bringing justice, right? When it comes, like if you're under attack, she is very protective, very, very protective to those of you who are very shy. You struggle with setting boundaries. You struggle with speaking up for yourself. Sekhmet. 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 All right. So if any of that energy resonates with you and you are ready to activate this aspect of you, because when it comes to the gods, goddesses, energies, entities outside of yourself, these are all you manifested in fragmented pieces. So it's not that Sekhmet is some foreign entity. Maybe you just forgot, right? And this is the day that we remember. This is the time that we remember. We bring it back together. You said, let me go ahead and burn my candle. Let's go ahead. Look, I don't got a candle up here. I am the candle, bitch. I don't got none. My candle's downstairs. But I could burn an incense though. Okay, Graffiti sent his love offering. I made his request. All right. I got to get my Sekhmet music on. I had this peace baby. I have this specific frequency. I have this specific frequency on YouTube that I love to listen to. That really summons that Sekhmet energy. So I'm about to play that real quick. And if anybody want to know what it looks like, it's this one. Hold on.
Can y'all hear me good?
Yep.
The background not too high?
I don't hear nothing. It sounds like it's just you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
It's raining in my car. This is a nice time to meditate.
Oh! So if anybody want to screenshot, it's a Sekhmet meditation under the Panic Music YouTube channel, and this is what it looks like. This is what the visual looks like. But this is that one. Like this that one. This that shit. Ashe. How are you?
I'm feeling high.
Okay.
Just high vibrations all around.
Ashe. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. All right. So I see you would like to walk with Sekhmet today.
Yes, ma'am.
How did that spark up for you? It just kind of hit you?
Well,
how did we get here?
It's a couple things. Going along in my journey, I had a walk with well, not necessarily a walk, but like a traversing realms. Let's just call it that. Says that we're at the higher dimension, at the lower dimension, and this earthly plane is going to be the biggest one, because that's where it all really, it's like the bridge between the above and so below. And so at this point, Boss and Sekhmet has been showing up like as a protective force as I'm moving along my path. And so really, as we've been talking about, like rooting yourself, staying grounded so you can, be prepared for what's to come, and using your discernment to have a clear vision of things so when they happen. And I believe like what led me to Sekhmet is really just finding that strength to be guarded within myself, keep my emotions balanced to where I'm not operating out of just like a negativity, but to a point where I can then use them to benefit, getting to a higher elevation of where I'm at, just evolving my path forward, or progressing my path forward. So that's where I'm at. Just bridging things all together, and moving in, or aligning this reality with the higher vibration. That's why I said I'm feeling high.
Ashe. You feeling high and I'm feeling low.
Oh, what's the low for?
Well, the low is just really rooted.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we're gonna meet in the middle.
And it's raining right now. Our seas are being watered.
Plenty of those.
Mm-hmm.
Asheos. Ashe. All right.
I wanted to
What? What's up?
having like a third eye exercise, so to speak, because we at that third eye crown, and so this towards like the end of this meditation is going to end up like a connection towards a higher and a lower. So, but mainly the root, so we can be up here and balanced. Yeah.
Well, considering the transit that we're in right now, we're literally in the middle, right? The moon is in Pisces, which is the crown. And tomorrow it moves into Aries. So I think we're being called to come down. And not to come down to root ourselves to come back up. So it's not to come down and stay down.
Yeah.
But to root ourselves, because Gemini is the upper chakras. Gemini is the throat and above. So we're being called to make our way from the tuta to the rooter. From the top, make our way down so we can stand tall.
Okay, I see it.
We got to connect. We are the bridge.
Yeah.
Our vessel, I'll say, that's the we I'm speaking of, is the bridge. So right now, the feet dangling a little bit, and we about to pull them hoes down.
Oh, I do have water. Shit, look at that. Look at me.
Yeah, we're going to pull them hoes down.
I needed that shit. Hold on.
Yes, take another one for me, bitch, because I done drank my little sip.
All right, I'm ready when y'all are.
All right. I should have known when I first started the live, I cut the lights off. It was like this. And I was like, it was a little too dark. I wanted it to be like this. But my spirit was like, cut the light on. And I was like, fuck. So I cut the light on before y'all came in, like right before y'all came in. And so I guess that was just a little sign like, oh, we're going to cut them hoes off again. So hold on. Okay, there we go. I really want to do the entire show like this. All right. So I invite us all to take a deep breath. And a deep exhale. And take a few rounds of breath in through our nose. Out through our mouth. And as we inhale, we visualize inhaling a bright red light down into our root chakra. And as we exhale a bright purple light, symbolizing the energy coming down from the crown through the throat. And continue to inhale in through your nose, that bright, radiant red light. In through your nose, feel the breeze, the chill down through your throat, passing through your heart, making its way down to the root of you. Exhaling. Continue to breathe. And in this moment, we call forth Sekhmet. May your energy be felt by every being connected and ready to receive. Sekhmet, may your energy cover us as we journey. May we embody your energy, filling us up with courage, confidence, activating our inner warrior, so we may forge ahead fearlessly. And if your eyes are not closed already, I invite you to close your eyes and rest in peace in this darkness. And continue to take your intentional breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Release any tension that you may be carrying in your eyelids, in your face, your jaw. Release any tension in your shoulders, relaxing them. Relaxing your hands. Allowing for your body to float. You feel light as a feather, ready to transition as we move on to the next scene. And in front of you, there is a large mirror. It's about 3 times your size, and it has a beautiful, elegant gold frame. And I want you to look up and look at the beautiful framing. And then I invite you to look ahead. And as you look ahead, there's something different that you notice. You see, it's a little hard for you to see your face right now, but you're able to see your body, your arms, and you're very hairy, very furry. Your arms are covered in hair or fur. Your hands are covered in fur, and as you look down at your hands and you turn your palms face up, they look as if they're paws. You turn them back and you see the backside and they look like claws. You look down at your legs and they resemble a lion's mane. And now we look straight ahead again at our face and we see a lioness, a lion looking back at you, looking back at me. And this lioness is fierce. And you feel the energy ever so strongly. You feel the power. And the eyes are unshakable. And I want you to feel into this moment, feel into your body. What's coming up for you? Do you feel anxiety? Do you feel fear? Do you feel safe? Do you feel strong? Do you feel confused? Or does something about this energy resonate with you? And I invite you to take a few steps closer, approaching this mirror, until your body stops. And I invite you to lift up your left hand and press your hand against the mirror. And as you touch the mirror, it feels as if it's water, as if it is a portal, which it is. We are not going to push our hand through it, but we feel the energy as it vibrates and moves in a very fluid motion. And then we pull up our right hand, placing it on the mirror, on the portal, feeling into this vibration, feeling this stimulation, this energy transfer through our hands. And I invite you to lift up both of your physical hands, your palms faced outward, straight in front of you, as if you are high-fiving someone, and allow for your hands to feel into this very real moment. Allow for your hands to move and be fluid and flow. We are now going to stretch our hands through the portal in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We extend our hands through, being pulled through this portal. And there may be some resistance that you feel. It may feel uncomfortable. You may feel jerked, yanked, or as if you have to push through. And I want you to focus your energy on pulling yourself through, pushing yourself through this portal. With every inhale that you take, you muster up the strength and power that you need to push through. And with every exhale, you end up a little more and more and more on the other side. When you are crossed over, gather yourself, stand tall. And as you look out, you see that you are in a safari. The savannas, the sun is setting, the wind is blowing gently. It is still, even in the midst of the noise, of the winds, of the crickets. And as you look out in the distance, you begin to see a pack of lions and cubs approaching you. And this here is your tribe. Your soul tribe, your soul family, who were waiting for your arrival, waiting for you to return as the leader that you are. And so now I invite you to begin to walk towards your tribe, ever so gracefully. And you feel the weight, the power of your essence with every step that you take. And you let out a loud roar that shakes the earth. And we are now closer to our tribe. And there they are, looking back at you, looking ahead at you. And they're looking as if they're waiting for you to bring something, to say something, to do something, to command something. And you don't have to say a word. Your energy is felt. The messages are received. And in this moment, we remember the power in silence holds just as much power, if not more, than the power of our words. In this moment, we remember when to speak, how to speak, and when to allow ourselves to be spoken to. In this moment, we remember that we are the king of our life. In this moment, we remember that we are sovereign. In this moment, we stabilize ourselves. We are established in who we are. Reconnected back to our roots. No longer accepting the unacceptable from ourselves or anything outside of ourselves. No longer being a puppet on the string. Being manipulated, played with. Ready to devour anything that gets in our way. No longer running, trying to escape the inevitable, our fate. We stand here today, ready for any and everything, within and without. In this moment, we release all of the stories that we have been playing and playing and playing that has kept us in that cocoon, that has kept us imprisoned, locked away, out of alignment, confused, misused, abused, disrespected, neglected. No more of that. We speak with intention. We bring peace when needed. We bring war when needed. Embracing the duality of both. Embracing the positivity and the negativity and charging through it all. No longer asking, but commanding and expecting that to pass, knowing that it will. Holding ourselves accountable. We root ourselves. Deeply rooted. Reconnected to our core. And we do the work that we need to do consistently. Because it's our time to create in harmony a new world. Maturing from the cub to the adult. Releasing the heartache, the negative emotions pent up, released. It's enough to go around. It's time to eat, feast. Let's go. Now I invite you to take the deepest inhale that you can in through your nose and visualize inhaling a beautiful golden light. In through your nose, down through your throat, into and through your sacral solar plex root chakra. And exhale the flame of fire. Inhale again this beautiful golden light in through your nose, down through your throat, passing through your heart, your solar plex sacral, down into the root. Exhale that hot fire flame, burning all that no longer serves, only the truth remains. One more inhale in through your nose, down through the throat, passing through the heart, solar plex sacral, down into the root. Exhaling this last flame. And with this, we say Ashe, Asante, and Amen. Ime Kamalika. It is done. And when you are ready, I invite you to slowly open your eyes and leave a fire and lion emoji in the comments, fortifying yourself. Ashe.
Tell me why I actually wanted to roar when you said roar. I remind myself like, nigga, I'm still on somebody's live.
Ashe. That was a powerful one.
Who else felt that roar? Like, type in the chat if you felt that roar.
Look, tight roar if you felt that shit.
Yeah.
For sure. That was the one.
Yeah.
That was the one.
Definitely.
That was a powerful one.
Mm-hmm. That pulled through the mirror though.
How was that for you?
I Michael Jackson moonwalk. That giant was smooth.
I felt that, but it was resistance for some people. Who in the comments was it was challenging to transition. Somebody was challenged. That's why I had to navigate those people through that. Cause some people it was like, hold on, bitch, I'm fucking trying to get through, but it was like, I can't. Like I say. But then for other people I saw like some people getting yanked. Some people just like walked over. So I saw like different, you you said me. Sadell said you was one of the ones who was like, hold on, I'm trying. Like this shit is thick. It felt like a thick ass like thick ass jelly or something. Like I don't know I don't know how to really explain or describe the thickness of that portal, but it was thick. It was definitely thick.
I mean, it felt like water, but it felt like like a different mass that's like a metal liquid. It had like a dense mass. It's like I think it's something. Like guys would know it. Not dead ass. Because it reminded me of the Matrix movie, the first one.
I know the Matrix now. I just don't talk Marvel and shit.
When he went through the mirror.
Okay.
And he tried to pull his hand out, but it just kind of like whooped around him.
Yes.
That's kind of like how it was.
Okay.
You don't know what's on the other side of it, but you know that there is something there.
Okay.
All you need is that tug, that leap of faith, whatever. Just
we got some people over here on YouTube.
This segment would definitely be like, go ahead.
No, for sure. Pedro over here said, or I don't know what page we'll talk about. You can read my energy elsewhere. Lemonade said, yes, I felt the soft flowing vibration in my hands. When I was guiding us through that, I had my hands out and I started to feel the vibration. So that's why I had to guide y'all. I was like, hold on, bitch. Y'all pull y'all hands out too, because I literally was feeling like the fluidity and the vibration in my physical hands as we were there. How was that for you? Did you put your hands out and up?
Yeah, definitely did. And my hands are still like my whole entire being is still vibrating. It's like when I went through that portal, that world is within me, like that savannah, that forest, What else was that jungle?
Yeah.
All that is within me. Like that world, that reality where I'm king, where I have the pride, the tribe, everybody. Like that world's within me.
Ashe.
So my body is still vibrating.
Buzz, bitch.
My ancestors is going out with the tribal chants.
I ain't do my little thing in a minute. For surely. That was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. And the power in the other powerful part for me too was when we were like meeting the tribe. I don't know, like with just every step, it was like I just felt the like that big lion energy. That was really I can't even think of another word outside of powerful. What's another big word, bitch? Yeah, that. But Ashe.
That ending reminded me of Lion King ending. Like when because it's raining right now and it was all in the rain for
yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Wait, what? My bad, I didn't hear you. I just agreed. What you say? What was the last part you said? You ever just be like, yeah, and you're like, wait, what the fuck you say? No, I did that to Lagas the other day. I was like, and he was looking at me and I was like, what? He was like, you didn't hear that question? I was like, fuck, he caught me. No, I didn't hear you. What'd you say? I was like, and I thought him staring at me. I'm like, why is he staring? And he was like,
that's the I was about to say suspect. That's not the word. Mercury is that liquid metal. That's what that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Come on, Mercury. Gemini. You know that's Gemini's planetary ruler. And so I shade to that. What Baby Boo said over here? Baby Boo, Pedro said, your crown chakra. Well, Lemonade said, yes, I felt we said that. Pedro said, my crown chakra was buzzing. Sadell said, it was an amazing guided meditation. You're amazing. Ashe, you quantum leaped. Ashe. I didn't know if it was because my arms was weak. What you mean? You felt the vibration? What you talking about? It called Most High Presence. Ashe. What Lakita talking about? It was the roar for me. Crystal said maybe it was smooth for me because I'm sitting in the tub like Rev Run. No, it was for sure. That water definitely helped you. She went through quickly with no resistance, she said. Lakita said I couldn't wait to cross over. Like, come on, Dublé, let's go. Ashe. Yeah, that was dope. That was beautiful. So, Ashe.
We go to the jungles too. Aja is always right there.
Ashe.
She always show up. Yeah, she always show her face.
Yeah. It's like, hey.
Anytime the jungle come around.
Hey, I'm here. Yeah, I wasn't sure where we were gonna go. So that one was really because sometimes I create, sometimes I'm led. And I was definitely led into that one because I didn't know where we were going, especially after the mirror and the portal. I'm like, what's on the other side of the portal? And I was like, well, I guess we gotta cross over to see. So yeah, I'm definitely grateful for that experience. And again, thank you for answering the call. Thank you for calling me up. Thank you for sharing this space and giving the collective the opportunity to rise, to roar, right? To explore our core.
I feel like we need that collective roar.
For sure. So, all right, babe. Did you have anything else for me?
Y'all follow me at Graffiti. I'm starting a website. Let me stop.
You so crazy. Go ahead, Paul. You already done said it. What you got going on, Graffiti? What you got?
Y'all, I'm getting my Etsy shop up soon, so be on the lookout for it. I'm going to be posting up some custom pieces, and I will be doing commission arts for self-portraits.
Ashe. And your Instagram is at Graffiti.
Graffiti.
Spell it for him.
Graffiti on all platforms.
Spell it for him.
Grafete. Don't forget the E-T at the end part. Not I-T-E-T-I.
Right.
E-T-E.
That's why I said, don't forget about me. That's why I said spell them. Spell it for him. Ashe. All right. Well, you enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow night.
All right.
Naku Kenta.
For sure. Always.
If y'all catching this on a replay, make sure y'all stay all the way to the end.
Well, they shit. Yeah. I mean, they're here now. They done made it to the end.
Yeah, you made it to the end.
Ashe. All right, baby. Later.
Peace.
All right, y'all. Pedro said, can you pull one single card for a Rican? I'm feeling kind, so I'm going to pull one for you. What we got? We have the Knight of Cups. All right, so there could be some love offers, some kind of slow movement when it comes to the emotional matters or heart matters. And that's what I got for you. So you may want to open your heart, you may not. That's up to you. But that's your single card. Now leave me alone. And y'all meet us here tomorrow, okay? Thank y'all for sharing this space. We will be back tomorrow. Divinely timely, bitch. Y'all, let me shut up, yeah, because y'all know every time I say it, I never show up. So y'all just turn your notifications on. Again, thank y'all for sharing this space. I do offer one-on-one guided meditations like so. So if that resonated with you, if you want to do the homework, soul work on our own time, CrystalineMars.com. Also check out our new jar ritual services. I will be adding some more as well. Get your oils. God, get what y'all need. I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your night, your morning, your day, whatever time it is around your way. Peace and love. Nakupenda. Ashe.